Good morning, Franklin. I'm Eric Stuckey. I'm out here at Poplar Grove School out in the great wide open, and Robert's at least 6 feet away, probably more like 7 or 8. And so I'm going to go ahead and take the mask off. But it is time for the top 3 things you need to know today. I haven't gotten to do this for a while, so I'm excited to be able to share some information with you. Yes, we'll have some COVID-19 information, but there'll also be some other city information for you too. And the reason I'm out here at Poplar Grove is because we are at the site of one of our satellite fire stations. One of the things we've done as part of our COVID-19 response is expand our fire station operations. We normally have 8 fire stations, and thanks to partnerships with folks like Franklin Special School District and Williamson County Schools, we've put some of our fire equipment in those locations along with our crews, and that way they're able to spread out more, keep them well, and keep the community well, and still provide the high level of service that you expect from the fire department. So, and another important thing about today, it's May 4th, and that is International Firefighter Day. So it's an international recognition of the great work that fire departments do across the world, and we want to thank the men and women of the Franklin Fire Department for the great work they do every day, but especially in this time of the COVID-19 pandemic. They've been adaptive and found new ways, like coming to these remote fire stations, to continue to serve you well and be here for the community. So thank you, firefighters, for all you do. This is also Public Service Recognition Week. So this is a week designed to recognize folks in public service at all levels, local, state, and we want to say in federal, we want to say thank you to those folks who are in public service for what they do. A special thank you to our City of Franklin team, who's doing great work in the middle of these unusual times to continue to provide service to you. And City of Franklin employees, we're all working, we just may be working in different ways than we do in a normal situation. So we've got remote workers, people working in different locations like this, and here to serve you anytime. That brings me to an important topic. This Wednesday morning, we will begin to open up City Hall again for public and public interaction from 8 to noon starting Wednesday, May 6th. You can come in, you can go to our customer service revenue management area. There's a payment window. You can do all sorts of different transactions there with the city. That's the primary place we want you to be. We're going to be making sure our city employees are symptom-free. We're doing temperature checks before they start their shifts. And we're also asking you as the public, when you come in, to make sure that you can answer those questions in terms of are you experiencing any symptoms related to COVID-19 before you enter a public facility. So beginning Wednesday, City Hall will be open 8 to noon. You can go to that transaction window, take care of direct transactions with the city. Another announcement for you related to the city. State of the City was normally scheduled to happen this Wednesday, May 6th. It is not going to happen in live in the normal way we do it in a large area with a crowd, because those are restricted still. So we're going to do a virtual electronic version of the State of the City that will release May 15th. Stay tuned for that. We'll have lots of good information to you about city operations, and also continued how the COVID-19 response is evolving. All right, one of the most common COVID-19 related questions we're getting these days is, when will recycling start again, the curbside residential recycling? And unfortunately, I can't give you a definitive answer there. The way that works is we have a partnership with Marshall County, and they use inmate labor to process the recyclables. So right now, they're restricted from having inmates in that close contact type of work, and so we're going to have to hold off on that for the time being. Hopefully we'll be back in the recycling business soon, but we want to make sure we're keeping folks well and keeping them safe. And so for the time being, we'll continue to suspend the residential recycling. If you put your blue bin out, we'll take it, we'll unload it. We just aren't processing recyclables right now. A couple other things for you. Lots of COVID-19 related information for you personally about city services on the city website, franklintn.gov/COVID-19. You can get lots of information there. And as you probably know by now, as we've shared with you, we're following completely the governor's guidelines on Tennessee Pledge and on his executive orders about how businesses are supposed to operate and what the reopening criteria are and what levels they should be operating at. So if you have any questions, all that information is there on the website, or you can call the City of Franklin. We'll be glad to help you with that. And finally, next week at this time, we'll be releasing our city budget. The good news is it's going to maintain all the city services for you. There will be reductions in the budget because we know we're going to have revenue reductions with sales tax reductions, etc., happening because of changes in the economy and changes related to COVID-19 restrictions. So just stay tuned on that. I'll have more details for you on that in a week. That's it for now, Franklin. Great to do the top 3 things with you. Stay well and take care.